I'm so fired up. I'm so happy to be here. I love blessing our community and giving back to San Antonio. We're a mobile ministry that provides clothing, toiletries, food, and most importantly, prayer for the homeless and less fortunate in San Antonio. Today we're going to be going out, driving around the city here in San Antonio and giving back to those that can't help themselves. Just loving on people, loving on our community. These are just volunteers, these are friends, these are family members, just a consistent group of individuals that are from all walks of life, from people that have 8 to 5s, people that are sober, people that just want to give back, people that have a loving and giving heart, people that love Jesus. They just come out here and they want to give back to the community and show love for those that can't help themselves. And it's just a blessing to have such a great group of individuals out here giving back to our city.
The apartment complexes that we have gone to, there's one that we go to all the time. The other one that we did go to that we have never been, which was overwhelming to me because they weren't expecting us.
They're people that are just down on their luck, people that might have been a paycheck or two away from being out on the streets and now they're here. So they're people that come from all over the place that just ended out here in our community that just need to be loved on and helped and prayed for and to get to a better place in their life. And that's what we're here for. That's what our ministry is here for. We're here to love on them like Jesus loved on us.
We have come across people that know they have a problem, and we try to help them as much as we can, try to direct them where to go to, but it has to be up to them to want to do better for themselves. We can only guide them.
I struggled with addiction for a long time. I struggled with substance abuse for a long time. I always thought it was something that I could control. You know, I'd go out and, oh, you can have 1 or 2 drinks, but 1 or 2 drinks turned into 5 or 6, and it just led me to other things. There was a point in my life where I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it on my own, so I just asked God if He helped me in this moment, that I would do the best that I can to serve Him. So once I got sober, it was a whole different world. I started doing things I never thought I would do. I started volunteering under the bridge with San Antonio Church and Hope every second and fourth Sunday, which led me to meet Deborah, and which was a blessing.
I am the founder of Faithbound Street Ministry. We started in July of 2015, and we have been feeding the San Antonio homeless and less fortunate for almost 3 years now. And we are a strictly mobile ministry. We drive from place to place, finding a need, trying to fill it. Our motto is, we find a need, we fill it, we find a hurt, we heal it. And so that's pretty much what we go by. And our biggest day is every Saturday. We feed about 100 to 120 people, but this is a daily ministry. So anytime we see somebody who is down and out, we stop, we help them. If we don't have anything to provide them, we still acknowledge them and say, hey, how are you? You know, we love you, Jesus loves you. So that is one of our main focuses.
It inspires me to be able to touch people's hearts and to know that people care about other people. You know, you can have a lot of things going on in your life, but you have to be able to provide that love and show your love that you have for people. And we provide that to the less fortunate of San Antonio.
I've always been blessed my whole life. I've always had everything that I needed in life. And my mom always taught me one thing: I always try to give back to the community. I always try to give back to people that are less fortunate. And for me to be able to give back to these kids that don't have much, that don't know where their next meal is coming from, or their next gift is coming from, or a pair of shoes, just seeing the reaction on their face is just, it's priceless. It just fills you with so much love and so much joy. And once you start doing it, you get addicted, you know? I not only help them, but they help me. And then just seeing the parents being relieved of that stress and the burden off their shoulders, and knowing that there's a group of individuals that want to come out and give back to the community and bless their kids and their family members, and just seeing their excitement and the love and the tears sometimes, it's all worth it.
We discovered this place off of 35 in Rittiman because of Lila. We noticed that Lila was pregnant and she had a small little tiny belly. And she told us, we actually have an encampment off of 35 and Rittiman in this field. Come by and visit us anytime, we're back there. So we made it one of our weekly stops on Saturday, and the area was completely just field and tents and mattresses. I mean, it was the worst condition ever. And so seeing this pregnant girl and knowing that she was out there, every day without proper nutrition, without prenatal care, it really touched our hearts. And she had her baby. My sister and I actually visited her in the hospital right after she had her baby. She is still going through like CPS classes and stuff like that. Even though she's on the streets, we still, try to help her as much as we can, and also stay in contact with the family who is going to be caring for the baby.
You have to be passionate about what you're doing. If you find it in your heart, you go out and you just love on them because that's all they want. I remember one time I came up on this lady wanting to give her some donuts, and she said, I really don't want any donuts. I said, but you can have a conversation with me, it's all I want. And we sat there and talked and had a conversation. It's just giving them that attention that they're looking for from somebody else, because they think that they're worthless because they're out in the streets. And they're a child of God, just like we are.
At the end of the day, all I could hope for is people not to judge.